Throughout the entire history of the Minecraft world, three great civilizations have existed: the piglins, the villagers, and us, the players. But if the overworld is full of villagers, and the nether is ruled by piglins, then where are the rest of us? Why is Steve the only one left? What happened to his people? When did they appear? And where did they go? Today, we'll try to uncover this forgotten history, the story of the lost race of the player. Let's begin from the very start. Long before the world took its current shape, all three races once lived together in the overworld. They appeared in different ages, each choosing a separate path of survival and development. The piglins were the oldest civilization, ancient and proud, but ultimately forced to flee. Something drove them away from the overworld into the fiery depths of the nether. Their cities of blackstone and gold tell a story of desperation, a society that left behind everything they once knew, escaping an invisible threat that spread across the land. The villagers, on the other hand, stayed. For some reason, they seemed to have a natural resistance to whatever disaster consumed the world. They remained in their small towns, rebuilding, trading, and carrying on with simple lives, as if time itself had frozen around them. And then, there were the humans, the race of players. For convenience, we'll keep calling them humans, because they were far more than what we see in the game today. Before the world fell into chaos, humanity was a great civilization: explorers, traders, builders, and warriors. They forged weapons of iron and diamond, discovered the secrets of enchantment, and built sprawling underground cities that we now call abandoned mine shafts. Even their ruins still carry a certain grandeur, a reminder of their once great knowledge and ambition. Like many civilizations in real history, the humans of Minecraft were not united. They fought wars, both among themselves and against other races. One of their enemies were the Illagers, a corrupted branch of the villager race who chose violence, raids, and domination as their way of life. Driven by greed and power, they attacked human settlements, destroying everything in their path. But humans also clashed with piglins. Deep scars of this ancient conflict still remain in the nether, in the form of withered skeletons that wander through fortresses, lifeless and hollow. Some believe these skeletons are all that's left of the humans who fled into the nether. Humanity, just like the player today, understood the language of enchantments. They crafted powerful tools and weapons, embedding them with runes of protection, strength, and endurance. Even now, we still find traces of their enchanted armor in strongholds, temples, and ruined structures scattered across the land. So, with all this power and knowledge, how did their civilization vanish? How did the humans, once masters of every dimension, disappear, leaving behind only one survivor, the player? The answer may lie in the dead that still walk among us. The overworld is full of hostile creatures, zombies, skeletons, drowned beings that seem to have once been alive. What if these monsters aren't just random creations of the world, but the remains of the human race itself? According to the oldest theories, an invisible airborne infection spread across the overworld, a kind of zombie plague that turned living beings into the undead within seconds. This was the true apocalypse that ended human civilization. A small number of survivors tried to escape. Some fled into the nether, believing the flames would purify the infection. But there, they met the piglins, and war began once again. In the chaos, the virus spread even further, and the surviving humans who died in the nether were transformed into the withered skeletons we see today. Charred bones, their souls twisted by the heat and the curse of the underworld. Another group fled to a place even further away, the end. Through ancient portals, they escaped into a new dimension, hoping to rebuild, but the end offered no return path. Once you entered, there was no way back. At first, they built cities in the sky and sailed through the void on their great ships. Their architecture still stands, the end cities, silent monuments to their determination. They hunted dragons, their skulls mounted on the bows of their ships as trophies of victory. But over the years, their supplies ran out. The inn had no crops, no water, and no animals to hunt. The only food available was the chorus fruit, strange, alien plants that grew across the floating islands. And so, the survivors had no choice but to eat them. Those fruits sustained them, but slowly they began to change. Their bodies mutated, their minds dulled, and their forms stretched. Over generations, their humanity dissolved until nothing remained but the tall, dark shadows we now call endermen. Their voices, distorted and broken, still carry fragments of human speech. Their curiosity for human-built structures, their habit of moving blocks from one place to another, these are echoes of the instincts they once had. The endermen, it seems, are the final stage of humanity's transformation. So what about the player? Why did Steve survive when the rest perished? Why does he awaken in a random place with no memory, no belongings, and no past? Perhaps the player is not an ordinary human at all. Maybe he is the last pure human, preserved somehow before the fall. Or maybe he is something even stranger, a recreated being, reborn by the world itself as a way to restore balance. The truth is still hidden, but one thing is clear. Every ruin, every stronghold, every fortress, they all tell fragments of the same story. A story of survival, loss, and transformation. The story of three civilizations, the piglins, the villagers, and the humans, whose destinies shaped the world we explore today. And while the villagers still cling to life and the piglins guard their broken empires, the player stands alone, the last spark of a vanished people. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, because next time, we'll uncover even more hidden facts and mysteries from the world of Minecraft.